This is a place where players can come and get better and be surrounded by an organization that supports you, where they're going to have everything they need to be successful.
Stephanie White just revealed the entire Fever squad. And let me tell you, this is the kind of upheaval you've been hoping for. White is here to bolster this team with players who are genuinely committed to the Fever and fiercely loyal, because these are the game changers who understand what true sportsmanship is and are prepared to compete for a championship. Caitlin Clark's team's future is about to be completely changed, and supporters should prepare.
Because it's time for the Fever to compete for a championship, and Sabally would be a huge piece for that.
God bless whoever came up with a brilliant idea to hire White as head coach, because without her, we would still be left with Christie watching the team disintegrate. White's vision is thrilling, strategic, and poised to turn the Fever into a powerhouse, and you won't be prepared for what's about.
See, that's the past tense, right? She's referencing the past there.
Krauskopf returns to the scene just when you thought the excitement can't get any greater. If you don't know, Kopf is the ultimate mastermind. The legend who drove the team to their lone WNBA championship in 2012 is back with a bang, and this time, she's not thinking soft moves or little adjustments. The Kopf's approach is so bold that it's almost careless signing 10 free agents who could change the game 10. Let that sink in. This is a comprehensive redesign and rebranding of the Fever's future. The message is quite clear. They're coming for everything, and mediocrity isn't an option.
And I think oftentimes people forget that I'm a great person before a basketball player. So for me as a big sister, I'm just like, I'm going to take this first step first. So just let her know, like, we here, we got you, whatever you need from me as your vet.
Now, if you're not already excited, let's discuss what could turn out to be the most thrilling backcourt the WNBA has ever witnessed. Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell. After scoring an incredible 19.2 points per game the previous season, Kelsey is already a proven bucket.
And Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell make up the most electrifying backcourt in the WNBA.
She wasn't only good either. She was incredibly impressive, scoring over 20 points in 7 consecutive games following the Olympic break. Defenders must have been having a terrible time expecting to get thrashed game after game.
Yeah.
Are you in a position where you can add some pieces?
Yes, we are. We're definitely in a position. And I would think that if you are a smart basketball player and you watch the way she plays, you would want to play with her.
Caitlin Clark enters. This is a direct franchise. The Revolution Clark is more than just a scorer. She's a walking highlight reel with playmaking abilities that could call into question the existence of even the best defenders. Her passing, vision, and court sense are all elite. She is the ideal partner for Kelsey Mitchell, and the two of them could produce an offensive display that would have WNBA defenses gasping for mercy. There is no safe way to deal with these two on the floor, so choose your poison.
Good thing for women's basketball. I'm playing alongside this kid, so it makes everything, a little bit more dramatic, and like the people are coming out to see this person. So we just do what we can. We embrace it. I'm pretty sure our organization can feed off of it.
Naturally, keeping Kelsey Mitchell on board won't be a straightforward handshake. Instead, she will demand that supermax bag, probably around $250,000. That's a significant portion of the salary cap, and it will put the Fever's financial wizardry to the test. This is the kind of situation where one poor choice could result in years of regret, or if done correctly, it could mean championships, high stakes, and drama. And
because Kelsey Mitchell said basketball is a language and you have to get on the same page. Me and Caitlin like to play fast and up-tempo, and I'm always going to align based on how she's playing and how she's going.
However, it's not just about the backcourt. Let's turn our attention to the Fever's front court and the intriguing prospect of adding Nneka Ogwumike. If you're wondering if she's still elite, the answer is definitely yes. She averaged 16.6 points and 7.6 rebounds per game the previous season. But she's more than just...
Look at these stats. Look at these numbers. Last year, Nneka, she averaged her best numbers since her MVP season.
9-time All-Star and past MVP Nneka offers the kind of leadership that can fundamentally alter a team's culture. Just think of her coaching. We're talking about generational progression and the kind of mentoring that transforms potential into dominance. And Aaliyah Boston is one of the...
Thrilled here on SportsCenter tonight to be able to announce right here, right now, that your 2016 WNBA Most Valuable Player is Nneka Ogwumike.
Koff's approach to signing Ogwumike is a master of persuasion, coughing up a fantasy and proposing a vision of a dynasty surrounded by talented people like Clark and Boston University. It's not just about throwing money at her. Mickey might be the linchpin that turns the Fever into a real powerhouse and playoff contender. It's a cultural revolution, an opportunity to revive the craze and perhaps even create some WNBA
one-on-one and put her skills on display.
We're talking about a 6 feet 4 inches forward who dominates the game and does more than just play basketball. Her 2023 stats are nothing short of incredible: 17.9 points, 6.4 rebounds, and 5 assists per game. She's not just a one-trick pony. She does it all, making plays, rebounding, and having the defensive chops to boot. If the Indiana Fever can sign her, we're looking at a whole new level of competition on both ends of the court.
One high-profile free agent who would be a perfect fit for the Fever is Satou Sabally from the Dallas Wings, who was at the Liberty Parade with her sister, enjoying that. And some people could make the case that maybe she'd want to go to New York.
Why is Sabally such a good remedy for Fever? Her size and scoring ability make defending Indiana's offense a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. Good luck coming up with a strategy for that. Oh, she's built to run, handle the ball, and thrive in a high-tempo offense. Exactly the style the Fever is getting ready to unleash. Picture her flying down the court and getting no-look dimes from Caitlin Clark, or stepping back for a deep three while the defense...
But the Fever, she would be an awesome and amazing fit as the stretch four.
However, signing Sabally is more difficult than expected because she is a restricted free agent, meaning the Dallas Wings have first dibs and can match any offer the Fever makes to her. Talk about making things more difficult. It's essentially a high-stakes game of chess, and the Fever's front office needs to play this game like Bobby Fischer on a coffee binge. Indiana will need to come up with something innovative, perhaps a front-loaded deal or performance-based incentives.
And if you're looking at their cap table, it seems like they do have the room to make a big-time acquisition. Kelsey Mitchell is going to get a max deal. That's going to be priority number one. But then they have to bolster the rest of the roster because it's time for the Fever.
And simply to add additional spiciness on social media, Sabally has been flirting with Indiana Fever supporters. She likes comments, interacts with posts, and essentially feeds enough rumors to keep Twitter buzzing for weeks. Of course, this doesn't mean that she is leaving for Indiana, but it's enough to get the fans excited about the possibilities. If Sabally does wind up in Indiana, you might as well purchase your playoff tickets right away, since her entrance will instantly propel the Fever into championship talks and transform them from a rebuilding project into a legitimate power.
Some comments on TikTok about the Fever, wanting to bring her in. Fever will welcome you. She liked that. Would love to see you with the Fever with some heart emojis. Not that that means anything, but nonetheless, that is a positive indicator, at least for...
Let's now discuss Natasha Howard, another piece of the Fever jigsaw that seems almost too wonderful to be true. Howard averaged 17.6 points in 2023 and is a defensive monster. With 6.7 rebounds, 1.2 blocks, and 1.3 steals a game, she is the type of player who makes opponents' lives miserable. Her versatility enables her to defend every position, disrupt defensive plans, and anchor a defense like nobody's business. When combined with Aaliyah Boston, she creates an almost...
Sheldon on the floor, it's a foot race. 3 seconds left. Natasha Howard trains it. Ties it at 92.
Remembering the offensive contributions Howard makes with her rim protection, with Caitlin Clark leading the fast break, she might accelerate even farther, transforming Indiana into a track meet on hardwood. Howard's final game at the rim is the type of basketball that makes highlight reels go bonkers. This Fever squad may end up being one of the WNBA's fastest and most exciting teams.
I plant these seeds now. WNBA players in 3 decades will see the tree in full bloom and will be able to pick the fruit off and just enjoy the literal fruit.
However, Howard's worth goes beyond that. She is a 3-time WNBA champion and a 2019 Defensive Player of the Year. Her experience and talent could be a game changer for players like Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston, who are just starting out in the league. Howard is the type of mentor who can turn potential into rings, and her presence alone could turn the Fever into a team that not only wants to win. The Fever may have to make some difficult choices, such as letting go of veterans or foregoing future draft picks, in order to make the financial space for Sabally and Howard. Sims for Odyssey, Erica Wheeler, and Alex Bentley. These are players with significant experience and mentoring value, particularly for a kid like Clark, but the Fever will need to carefully consider their alternatives, and perhaps it's a gamble of epic proportions. But if Kopf and White can pull this off, it could redefine the franchise. The potential is enormous. The stakes are even higher, and every WNBA fan should buckle up because this offseason is going to be an emotional roller coaster. The ambition here is off the charts, and the stakes couldn't be higher. If all goes according to plan, we're about to witness one of the greatest transformations in WNBA history.